All right, in today's lesson, we are learning to evaluate algebraic expressions. Our objective is that I can evaluate algebraic expressions when adding and subtracting. Looking at number 1, it says Tim started with X lollipops. We learned in week 2 that X represents a variable. Looking at part A, it says Tim now has 5 more lollipops after his friend shared with him. So if Tim originally started with X lollipops, but his friend gave him 5 more, we know we are going to add 5 more. And while we can't solve this expression, we learned also in week 2 that this is an algebraic expression. All right. Looking at part B, it says evaluate the algebraic expression when x equals 12. Evaluate simply means to be able to solve the expression. Well, originally we couldn't solve this expression because we didn't know what x equals at all. Well, now we know that the variable x equals 12. So we are going to substitute 12 in for x. So now x equals 12. And we're just going to finish writing out the expression. Well, now we can solve the expression. So 12 plus 5 equals 17. All right. Number 2 says Tim now has X lollipops. Same thing. This equals a variable. It says on part A, Tim's sister Molly wants 2 lollipops. So now Molly wants 2 lollipops. So if Tim starts with X lollipops, but his sister wants 2 more, that means Tim isn't going to have any 2 less. So we're going to take away 2 lollipops. Same thing. This is an algebraic expression because we cannot solve it. And this part B says evaluate the algebraic expression when x equals 17. Well, now we know what the variable x equals. So now we can substitute 17 in for x and then finish writing out the rest of the equation. And I wrote that wrong. So because we're doing subtraction. So subtracting 2, so 17 minus 2 we can solve now, and the expression answer is going to be 15. We are going to be working on part B today. All right, let's practice this. So in 1A it says evaluate x plus 5 when x equals 9. So they told us that 9 equals x, so we're gonna substitute 9 in for x, and then we're gonna finish writing out the rest of the equation. So now we can solve 9 plus 5 is going to equal 14, and this is our answer for part A. 1B says evaluate 50 plus y when y equals 23. Well, we know 50 and we know adding. And now we can substitute 23 in for y. So we're going to add 23, and 50 plus 23 equals 73. And this is our answer. 2A says evaluate 12 minus z when z equals 9. So we know 12, and we're subtracting, and we're going to substitute 9 in for z. So we're going to subtract 9, and we know 12 minus 9 is going to be 3. And this is our final answer right here. 2B says evaluate 30 minus w. So we know we're subtracting 30 from our w, and we now know that w equals 6. So we're going to subtract 6 from 30, and our final answer is going to be 24.